What's going on, YouTube? It's James from ChiHammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and I got another battle report today. I'm going to try to make this one under 50 minutes because I always tend to do this at the last round of the last game of a tournament, of any given tournament. I always tend to talk too much, and then it goes way over 50 minutes. So I'm going to just shut up as much as I can, including right now, and get going onto what's going on. So, this is my round 4. Now, this is my final round. I didn't get to play round 5 because round 5, one of the guys actually just left. He just said, I hate to do this, but I've gotten 20-0 every fucking game, and I'm just done. I'm done. And he just straight left. I have yet to see that until right then and there. But again, this is my tournament that I'm running. I'm not like... just say like these big tournaments like Buckeye Battles or Adepticon or any of those. I don't see if it happens on their level, but I was kind of like, that's a shitty move, dude. But he left, so I sat out, and there goes an ambulance. Anyways, so yeah, so I sat out. So anyway, so this is round 4. Round 4, this is day 2. I'm getting in a game, and I got a game against Luke Nickel. Now, if you guys notice, this whole series of videos that I've been doing, I've been saying that I'm sick, and I've been calling it Luke Nickel's disease. Well, this is Luke Nickel, and this is probably the game that I did that I got sick. Now, Luke Nickel brought a whole Demon of Change army. So we're going to go over his list, we're going to go over my list, and unfortunately I didn't really take a good picture of my... Oh, I did, actually. I'll just go over... Anyways, Magic, I got Flaming Swords, which is my ace in the hole here. I got Scorching Salvo, I got Pyroclastic Flow, and I got Cascading Fire. As you can see, we line up straight like this. I believe it is... I want to say it was Classic Battle Line. Oh, no. It was the other one. It was the one where you drop one, I drop one, you drop one, I drop one. And we just played it off like that. So I go ahead and I line up like so, and I just put all my guys there, down in the center. Now, this is the one game that when I was like putting all my army down, I was like, holy shit, did I bring a lot of models to the table. I really, really did. Holy shit. But as you can see, this is how it looks. For him, he has these units of the Stingray guys. What the fuck are they called? The Mana Rays? I don't know what they're called. On the left, he has a bunch of skirmishers. Those are igniters. They're like T4, Strength 4, Fireball stuff. And then on the back right, he has a giant unit of blue horrors or pink horrors, whatever they're called. They're just called horrors, I believe. Horrors, not whores. Anyways, sorry if I slur it out, but whatever. So he has a big block of them. It's pretty much a point denial block. It's not going to go anywhere. And then over here he has 2 more blocks of horrors shooting their little fireball stuff. He has the Furies in the background, and then over on this side he has a Demon engine. He has more rays. He has his BSB on a freaking disc of change, and then he has his general. Where the hell is his general? I have to find another picture. I had to look for another one. Here it is. So his general is this Demon of Change, this level 4, freaking 1200 point beast, the Weaver of Change. And this guy is crazy. I mean, first off, I've yet to, this is the first time I met Luke Nickel, and his paint job is ridiculous on everything. Everything is so cleanly painted. Everything is so nice. It was one of the top armies on paint. Unfortunately, he had round bases, and that kind of docked him on points, but he had going in there one of the best painted armies. As for me, over here on my side, I got the Chia Pet, I got Shadow Behemoth, I got a Goblin Chariot. Right next to them, I got my 20 Crossbow Orcs, I got my 20 Common Goblins with bows, I got my Savage Orc Ed Bashers, 30 of them as max can get. Right next to them I got General Zod, and Zod's next to the Trolls. Over here I got more Cave Goblins hiding behind the Trolls. I have Wolf Riders, and I have King Koopa, and my Space Chicken Rock. Alright, so I took first turn, I dropped everything off, I go first, and I'm just going to go ahead and rush forward. Now I rush forward like so. Where I basically I want to get everything in combat fast. His whole army shoots, and if I sit back and try to shoot or do anything, he's just going to comet me to death. He has a level 4 of Thaumaturgy. He's just going to comet. So it's not really worth me sticking around for long. Illinois. What the hell just calls and it just says Illinois? It's actually kind of bothersome that they would call like that. Anyways, so as you can see, that's all I really got done. I didn't really have anybody in range to shoot. I tried to go into Magic, and I believe, did I get anything off in Magic? Oh, I did. I just don't have pictures of the dice. Alright, so Magic Phase, I don't know how many dice I have. I go ahead and I do a Scorching Salvo. It goes off, and I believe I tried to do like a Ruby Ring. I failed it just outright. Then I go ahead and I do, whatchamacallit? The Fireball. He dispelled that one. Then I got the Scorching Salvo off. Kills off 2 of his igniters here, which was the one target I was really trying to kill. Killed off a couple pink horrors, not really many. And then that's about it. We're going to go to shooting. Shooting the crossbow orcs. The crossbow orcs are going to go ahead and shoot. They kill off 1 mana ray. Shooting at the igniters that are behind cover. They're skirmishers. It was long range. Not really worth it. And I couldn't reach the rest of the stuff, so I just go ahead and kill off 2 manas. And that's how it looks. Yep. That's it. It's gonna go ahead and start off his turn. Turn 1, Demons. Zinch Demons. I know it's not the word I'm not supposed to say, but I don't give a rat's ass. Look who you're talking to here. Anyways, so he goes ahead and he moves back. He treats it like a dwarven gun line where he just moved back. He's gonna shoot the fuck out of me, basically. Yeah. Magic Phase he got 5 power dice. He goes ahead and the first thing he does is he does the Inspiring Presence debuff on my troll. So now my trolls cannot use Inspiring Presence. This fat bastard is going to go ahead and shoot at my, oh, it's the BSB. Dude, that guy's radio is loud as hell. Alright, that was a car going by from outside. Anyways, the BSB actually has like a bow or some shit like that, or some kind of like 1 strength 5 shot, and he goes there and shoots it at my giant, does 1 wound. Whatever. All these igniters start shooting. They end up shooting and doing 1 more wound out to the Chia Pet. All the pink horrors start shooting, and they shoot and they do like another wound to the Chia Pet. Holy shit! All these pink horrors start shooting at my trolls. They only do 2 wounds. I think they did like 5, but I blocked them all. With armor save. These guys are going to go ahead and shoot at the trolls, and they end up killing off the troll. They're doing their Hellfire, which ends up doing a couple wounds, I believe, but didn't really do shit. No, the Hellfire didn't do shit in that round. It's going to go ahead to turn 2, Orcs and Goblins. Turn 2, Orcs and Goblins. I fail the stupidity here because they're only stupid 4, so they're just going to go ahead and stumble forward. I'm going to go ahead and charge. I moved the A-Rock or Chicken Rock on this side, and I moved Koopa on this side because I figured... I know for a fact the Chicken Rock can beat a frickin' Soul Grinder. I've done it a couple times already. A couple times Chicken Rock has gone toe-to-toe, excuse me, with a Soul Grinder and won. So I'm just like, I'm going to go ahead and try it. He does have like that bolt thrower, which he tried to shoot at Koopa, but he missed every time he shot it. So I'm charging in there. I'm charging Koopa into the pink horse because it's only like 14 of them, and I'll bust them up pretty quick actually with Koopa. And if anything, I'll grind them for a bit, and that's that. But I failed both those charges. Yep. So I go ahead and I move up the Giants. I move up the Chariot, and I put the Chariot in between the Giants because I figure, A, if he does kill the Giant, the Chariot will run. But the Giants are really not that easy to kill with all those shots. He still has to put in some work. But B, is that the Chariot will be ignored, and the Chariot could get in and ram somebody, which is all I really want, is just to go ram somebody. Move up my my Zod, the Troll. Oh, the Trolls didn't go forward much, but the Savages. I had to move my Wolf Riders all the way to this side because I realized I needed chaff on this side, and I really don't want to just give them free points with Wolf Riders because I did not need chaff on the other side. So, anyways, Magic Phase got 7 power dice. I have no fucking clue what that picture does, but it looks like I killed some, I think it was the Ruby Ring, or Pyroclastic Flow. Kill some Furies. Unfortunately, the amount of bodies I killed made them now where I can't see them behind the hill. Go ahead and I do another, or yeah, it must have been the Ruby Ring. So Pyroclastic Flow onto his Igniters, kills off 2 of them. Go ahead and I try to do a Scorching Salvo, and he stops it on this time, and that's it. My shooting was very ineffectual, and it's going to go into turn 2 Demons. Turn 2 Demons, he decides he's going to charge his Mana Rays over his unit into my Chia Pet, which I'm fine with. He's going to get that one in, no problem. That's it. All his other guys, basically, I believe he just did that so he could hold me back for a turn or 2 and continue shooting at me. But anyways, Magic Phase, he got 11 power dice. Now, Fergus fought this guy like I think the day before, and Fergus was like, dude, this kid's dice, all they roll is 5s and 6s, and holy shit, all they roll is 5s and 6s. Look at this, he even miscasts on the spell. He goes in and he does the stupid spell, gets it off, miscast on 3 dice, and then makes these guys stupid again, whatever. I'm like, fine, take your freaking miscast, I don't care if they're stupid. And he ends up taking a wound on his general. His general goes ahead and I think his general has the bow. I don't know who has the fucking bow. Anyways, he goes ahead and he does a couple wounds onto the Shadow Behemoth. In shooting phase, these guys are going to start shooting at my trolls. Continues to do 2 more wounds onto the trolls. Now, the one thing that on his strategy that I'll say if he's watching this is he kept making my trolls stupid, which it happens, right? But he kept shooting the trolls, and I honestly believe he should have shot at other targets, like the Savages or Zod. Zod's a harder one to deal with, but more or less the Savages, because if he would have thinned out the bodies of the Savages, the trolls are going to be stupid for a while anyways, and if the trolls do pass on like a 4, they're not hard to defeat, especially when you have like your choice of Hellfire or whatever, attacks. Over here, close combat. My Chia Pet just destroys 2 mana rays, sticks. I believe I killed 1. He did like 1 wound, and then I just won the other one through combat res. Found out I could stomp on these, thunder stomp these, because they are war beasts. So they're small enough where I could step on them, killed off a couple. It looks like he shot the rest of his shots into the other giants. And that's how the table looks. It's going to go start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. Stupid! These guys are still stupid. Going to keep going forward. Savages. What happened here? I think I charged and he did a stand and shoot. It's exactly what happened. He kills off 2 of them. And then I charged the Giant and the Chariot into this block here. I was going to charge the Giant in anyways because the Giant's close enough and it's a monster. Monsters are horde breakers. I'll get in. But I was contemplating charging my Chariot into his igniters. He only has like 3 igniters left. The problem is if I fluff on that impact hits, he's probably going to kill me. So I decide I might as well help the Giant out. So I charge in like so. And I charge Koopa in again. He gets in. I charged in the Chicken Rock again. He got in. The Savages got in. Zod went in. Zod called out the Wog to make sure everybody gets in. Holy shit. Calling out the Wog made my Goblin Chariot a movement 10 with Swift Stride. That is insane. That is so freaking far. Holy crap. So the Chicken Rock got in, Koopa got in, all the Savages got in. I crisscrossed the way Zod and the Savages were. I figured the Trolls are on their own anyways. And what ends up happening is I crisscrossed them because I wanted Zod to face his general. And I know the Orcs are going to overrun. If I overrun with the Orcs and I crisscross like I did, the Orcs will overrun into his next unit of Pink Horrors, which is awesome. Now this is really fun. This is a really fun tactic I pulled out. So I turned my Cave Goblins to face his mana rays that are coming off on the left flank. You can barely see the mana ray coming on the left side of this picture here. So I turn them to face that way. I have my Goblin BSB with the Skull Splitter in that unit. I'm like, I can shoot these guys. But the problem is, he's going to charge it to me the next turn. I'll have 1 stand and shoot, right? And he might actually win that combat, to be honest. So I make a conga line with my Wolf Riders to block my Goblins. I have volley fire, so I don't really care. I'm going to shoot over my own Goblins, my own Wolf Riders, without taking a penalty. But here's the kicker, is he's only like leadership 7 or 8. So he's going to charge me. I'm going to flee through my guys. I have my BSB in that unit, so if I take a panic check, I'll be able to try it twice on Horde formation, which is, cold-blooded, basically, unruly. And he has a 1-time chance of redirecting. And if he doesn't make it, I'm going to shoot him a second round. So I figured, fuck it, I'll try it. It's for fun. I'm the ringer. It doesn't matter. So I go ahead and I do it like so. Magic Phase. I got 5 power dice. I go ahead and I do a Scorching Salvo. Get it off. kills off one Fury. That's all I really wanted to do is kill off the Furies, but I only killed off one Fury, and that's about it. I don't think I killed much else on that one. Go ahead and I do Cascading Fire. I try to throw it onto the Giant that's in combat with those pink horrors, or the Chariot. It didn't matter. It was just going to be extra 4 combat res, hopefully. And he saw it, and he dispelled it. Over here, shooting phase, I shot his freaking mana raise, do a wound. Over here, close combat. What the fuck? I told you, those dice roll 5s and 6s like it's nothing. I did 2d6 hits plus Thunderstomp, okay? I got off 9 wounds. He ward saved 8. What the fuck? He goes ahead and he swings back and he gets off that fucking last wound and kills my Giant. Are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit. Causes a panic on those goblins, but they don't care. Wow. Over here, he goes ahead and he racks up 2 wounds onto my Giant. My Giant yells and bawls. Okay. Giants. Over here, close combat, impact hits. Woo! Actually, I don't even have a picture of the old one. I had double impact hits from Zod and my big Stabadon. I killed a shit ton of those guys. They're no longer there. I overrun, it clips into these guys, declares a new charge, and I charge into combat with Koopa here as well, and they fucking destroy 2 units of pink horrors in 1 turn of charging, and then they're gonna have to overrun because they're fucking psychotic. I lost 3 orcs total out of that, both combats. That is nothing. Plus the stand and shoot, I lost 5, and they're just gonna overrun and like go into the oblivion, into off the table, I believe it is. I believe they both fall off the table, Koopa and the Savages. I don't know why Koopa ran off the table. I think I even said that. I was like, I don't know why I charged Koopa in. I left Zod there though, and I left Zod where he could turn and face his general, because I'm like, even if I overran with Zod, there was no reason for me to overrun with Zod after we destroyed the unit. I would not hit the Harpy, and Zod would basically be exploding the flank of my Savages if I didn't overrun far enough with the Savages. So I figured I'll face Zod off, let him just deal with it, and let's see if Zod can handle this Greater Demon. If he does, take the bait. Who knows? Over here, close combat. Fucking Chicken Rock does like 4 or 5 wounds, alright? I win combat, alright? He takes another wound, so he has a total of 6 wounds done to him, alright? But he doesn't blow up. Okay, he rolls a good leadership check. I have a charge, say 5 wounds, and he rolls it where he only loses 1 wound. So he goes ahead and he swings. He tries to do the crush attack. He misses. So this guy so far has missed 2 bolt thrower shots and 1 crush attack. It's going to go ahead and start off his turn, Demon's turn 3. Demon's turn 3, he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not scared of Zod. I'm going to go ahead and charge in onto Zod with my Demon. And I was like, bring it! Come on, Zod! Do it! Let's go. Now, if you see those little blue tokens there, those blue tokens are for whenever he casts a spell, he gets an extra attack. Okay? So, he has to roll like a 4-up or a 5-up to get it or some shit like that, and he's been doing it every time he casts a magic spell, but he has a couple extra attacks now. He has like 3 or 4 extra attacks. Oh well. Over here, he charges the Goblin Wolf Riders. Wolf Riders run through the freaking unit. He goes to redirect it to my Goblins. He fails it. It worked. You bastards. You bastards. It worked. Alright. That's about it. He doesn't really have any other charges. Everybody else is kind of locked into combat over here. He moves the single mana ray in the back because he doesn't want to get shot anymore. I figured I'll just Scorching Salvo it to kill it. So yeah, Magic Phase, he got 3 power dice. He really needed a big phase here. He doesn't get it. He gets 3 power dice, and I forgot what he tried to do, but I think I just stopped it. So yeah, I think I just stopped it. He didn't really have much to do with that. So over here, shooting, he's gonna shoot at my Goblins. He ends up killing 3 goblins, 4 goblins, excuse me, and they don't panic. Over here, close combat, I fail, I whiff, I fucking roll all my dice. Not a single poison goes off, or if it did, he ward saves it, okay? And then he does 2 wounds with the crush attack. So he wins combat. He wins combat. I could not wound him. Holy shit. So, he only has one wound left. That motherfucker only has one wound left. I'm stubborn on a 6. 6. Oh, my chicken rock runs. Space chicken runs, and he chases me down, and he gets me. God damn it. Oh, my God. He only had one wound left. Oh, my God. I should have left Koopa there to just charge downhill and kill him. What the fuck? Koopa's at the edge of the table, by the way. They're all at the edge of the table. I just didn't want to put them there because in case they fall. Over here, close combat. Oh, he charges in. He goes, I'm weapon skill, whatever, 6 or 7 or some shit. I don't know what the fuck he is. And I'm like, I'm going with the great weapon. He goes, alright, cool. So he goes ahead and he swings. And he whiffs. He gets like 2 hits. Or I think it was, he got 2 hits, 1 wound. One of them rolled a 1. And he was just like, shit. And he rolled like 8 attacks. Alright? And I'm like, you have to re-roll it because I have Bluffer's Helm. And he's like, shit. And he rolls it and he rolls a 1 again. Zod did not take a scratch from a greater demon. Zod goes back, hits him like 3 times, wounds him twice. He takes 2 wounds, he fails the wards, and then he crumbles 2 more wounds. Or 1 more, and then he had 1 from miscast earlier. Holy shit, his demon is dying to Zod. Holy shit. Over here, close combat. I freaking roll. This is ridiculous. I don't even know why I don't have a picture of it. I don't have a picture of it. My giant. My goblin's fluffing. He's not doing shit. My giant. He's betting all his attacks on the Shadow Behemoth. The Shadow Behemoth is just taking it like a champ. Fucking ward saves, or he just misses the tough. Because it's only strength 3, so he's wounding me on 6s. He's not getting any 6s off. I roll the 6, which is swing the club. I'm going to swing the club, do 2d6 hits. I roll a 12. I was like, holy shit. I roll the Thunderstomp. I roll a 6. I just take out that whole back row. Just like, boom! Just take out a shit ton of those guys. It's crazy. He is steadfast, though, and he doesn't really lose much off of the breakage. But that was crazy. Wow. It's going to start off turn 4 Orcs and Goblins. Turn 4 Orcs and Goblins. Guess who passed their leadership 4 check? Woohoo! Trolls are charging into that soul grinder. Only got to do 1 fucking wound. Fuck that fuck. Fuck that fuck who killed the damn chicken. The space chicken. You killed it. Over here, I rallied these guys and I brought them back around for another go, because why not? We're going to try this shit again. And, yeah, just kind of like, that's about it. There's not. I turned the savages around to face the greater demon. I turned Koopa around to face the greater demon. I figured if I, for some reason, do not get this damn demon with Zod, I'm going to charge into him with everything I got and kill this fucker in combat res. Now, for the record, he did do 1 wound to Zod, it looks like. Yeah, it did. He did. Anyways, so, Magic Phase got 9 power dice. I go ahead and I do Scorching Salvo. I fucking kill off that last Fury. Thank the freaking gods. Alright, I do 1 wound onto his BSB who had like a 2-up armor or some shit like that. I don't think I kill enough Igniters, which I really was trying to go for. And then over here, I give these guys... I think I gave these guys Flaming Swords. I don't know what the fuck that is. Anyways. Shooting phase. I'm going to shoot these guys over here into his manas and I kill off another 2 manas. Over here I shoot these guys into his igniters. I end up killing off only 1 igniter. And then over here close combat, he ends up killing one of my trolls with this freaking hellfire. I end up just puking. I'm like, fuck trying to hit this guy. I'm just going to puke and kill his armor. It does the 1 wound. He fails the ward save. The trolls save the day. Kill the soul grinder. Alright. And the trolls are stupid and just overrunning that way because there's nothing else I could do because they're just going to keep on going. Over here, close combat, he ends up doing another wound. He does 1 wound onto the chariot, and he does like a wound onto the giant. Giant sticks again. Giant doesn't go anywhere. Kills a couple of them. Doesn't really matter. Over here, Close combat, here it goes. Here it goes. He goes to swing. He misses again. I am not fucking kidding you. I make him roll those bluffer helms. He misses again. He gets a couple wounds off. I freaking ward save it like a boss. And fucking Zod is a animal. Zod! But Zod actually whiffs on the way back. So that guy's still there. It's going to go ahead and start off turn 4, Demons. Turn 4, he's charging in with his BSB. Now he's just hoping for combat res. That's all he's hoping for. It's just the charge and the BSB to help out combat res. I think he has a flank. He might have a front. Alright, I think he has a front. So, he decides, fuck trying to charge these guys because I don't know if I could do that again. He's just going to fly over and do like a one-hit strength 4 or something stupid like that to my guys. Gets in here, gets in over there. Magic Face, he gets 3 power dice. I lucked out again. Doesn't do much on Magic because he only had 3 dice. I think he gave his general distracting. Over here, close combat. No! He kills the giant. He kills the giant. He does 1 wound onto the giant. Giant went out swinging, killed 2 of his pink horrors. I think I died from a freaking jump up and down, actually. I don't remember. I died from something. Anyways. My poor Goblin Chariot. He's stuck there now. Alright. Goblin Chariot's going to go ahead and swing. Kills off 1 guy. Alright. So I got 3. He has 1 wound. So I'm up by 2. But he has 2 ranks. A banner. Let's see, 2 ranks, banner, a wound on the giant. That's 4 combat res. I did 3. I had like a leadership 6, so I could like, I think it was more. He might have done 2 wounds out to my giant. Anyways, I knew I was sticking on lower than a 3. I rolled the fucking dice. I'm like, well, I got a 1 time at this. Might as well roll it. Here's a fucking 3. Boom! 3! Holy shit, the Goblin Chariot doesn't want to go anywhere. Fuck those guys. Ah, man. Over here, close combat. He goes ahead and he swings at Zod, and he fails to wound Zod. Zod fails to wound him. It is my turn, but guess what, guys? It's the end of the game. That's the end of game 4. We ran out of time. This is the second game that we ran out of time, or third game that I ran out of time, partially because I believe that shooting armies take a long time to play. I don't feel like I'm a slow player. These are 2.5-hour games. But out of 2.5-hour games, this is the third time I'm getting to like round 3 or round 4. And here's the deal. It's not the fact that it's 1 shooting army. It's 2 shooting armies. It's him and me. So by the time I get into combat, I feel like the time just it really limits. This is actually an issue I had when I went to Brawler's Bash in 2016. Brawler's Bash, I had a very shooty army, and I always like try to hurry up the game because I felt like the game was going a little slower than it needed to, and I just needed to crush. I didn't have this problem after ETC because after ETC I played a very close combat list, and that list was just like boom, go in, crush, 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 kill, and then I'm done before everybody else. So I do feel like this is kind of hard to get through the time with a shooting army. Anyways, if it was my turn next, I would charge in Koopa and the Savages in to get that downhill charge, combat res, 3 ranks, banner, all that shit, and just kill his general on combat res alone. Zod is sitting there like a champ. Zod did not take any. He took 1 wound on like 3 or 4 rounds of combat with his greater demon. Savages destroyed a ton, and my goblins were just going to continue shooting his mana ray, and my wizard would eventually kill him. That's about it, though. I mean, like, eventually I'll get into his last pink horror group if it needs to be done, but I think I pretty much got it at that time. I think I still ended up with like a 16-4 because I got secondary. Secondary was hold the center, and as you can see, my goblins are just chilling in the center. So I got 16-4. I could have got a 20-0 if I killed that big boss of his, but just didn't happen. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go over the points of my my army, and then I'm going to go over how everybody else finished up in the tournament. So, in last place, in points, was, of course, my Wolf Riders. My Wolf Riders didn't do shit. They're Wolf Riders. Of course they're supposed to be last place. In second to last place, which is a very, very, very big upset, is my Trolls. My Trolls only got netted a total of 188 points. That is nothing. Let me repeat. That is nothing. Wow. That actually just made me realize I probably should not be bringing in the Trolls for now. I really like the Trolls defensively. I gotta think back about this. I really like the Trolls defensively. In my current list, I have them in there. But if they're only pulled in 188, I gotta look at my old lists and see how many points they pulled in those tournaments. Because 188 is nothing. Especially at a double. That means they killed off 90 points of shit. Wow. Alright. I just noticed that right now, even though I did the points ahead of time. Now, third lowest, which again is a big upset, King Koopa. King Koopa didn't do shit. King Koopa didn't do shit. Now, for the record, I did exchange Koopa out of this, out of my next list that you're gonna see. I have one game coming up against my brother where I was playing around with a different style of list, and I took Koopa out, and it was just a bad game. And then I switched up from that list to another list, and you'll see that one in the following game. Anyways, poor Koopa, only 292 points. Man. Alright. In 10th place comes in with the Crossborks, and this is where all the shooting comes in. They got 350 points. Again, for their point value, they didn't pull in as much as the Goblins. For some fucking reason, Goblins kill a hell of a lot more than Orcs with Strength 4 crossbows. Even though they're the same ballistic skill, and even though I have the same amount of bodies. It makes no logical sense. Shit. Just... Alright, anyways, 9th place, here it goes, Cave Goblins, 355. They earned 5 points more than those damn Crossborks. 8th place, it's, in a big surprise, it's the frickin' Wolf Chariot. The Wolf Chariot destroyed 514 points. Wow. Was pretty consistent. I actually really like that Wolf Chariot. That Wolf Chariot was just freaking phenomenal to me, I believe. One chariot, 120 points worth of value. Times that by 3 games that I got in. I only got in 3 games, which is only like 360 points. It has destroyed more than his net value. That is crazy. That is crazy. 7th place, the Common Goblins. But this, let me clarify. Common Goblins plus my BSP. Because Bazooka, the long shot, was in there. Actually, I'm just gonna start calling him Bazooka while he's on foot. When he's on a spider, he's long shot. When he's on foot, he's Bazooka. But Bazooka killed, and the Common Goblins killed 622 points, getting 7th place. All right. 6th place goes to the Chia Pet and his massive balls. The Chia Pet took 839 points, died a couple games, but he really was the MVP on the first game. That guy is pretty consistent. 5th place goes to the other giant, the Shadow Behemoth. Now, the Shadow Behemoth took only 8 more points than Chia Pet, so they're pretty even on points. Let's see how much there are point value-wise, though. 280 times 3, 840. So they took exactly their amount. That is fucking stupid. That is so stupid. Anyways, let's see. 7... 6. I got a text message that totally threw me off because I read the word rubber and I was like, what is that? And it totally threw me off my numbers. It was something totally about workout related though, not like rubbers, like rubbers. Anyways, 4th place, the big Space Chicken. Space Chicken Rock got 4th place, 1,100 points. Now again, we got 480 times that by 3. She didn't pull in all her points. But 1,100 points is still a good chunk. And honestly, she probably would have took more if the game would have continued going on. Which is really interesting. 3rd place. Wow. With a surprising upset in points. Goes to just Baxter. My level 4 of Pyromancy. Holy fuck. That level 4, his ability to just do damage to all the small little chaff units and shit, really makes a huge difference. I believe this guy's going to get into a fight with somebody else about a parking spot. Is he going for it? Is he going for it? No, he's just giving him the dirty look. All right. Wow. So Baxter himself. Let's pull him up. I'm gonna go ahead and check this out. Battle Scribe. No, I mean, granted, it's on a rules freeze, and I expect that the magics are all gonna change anyway, so I don't feel bad on snitching on how much damage this guy does. He's worth about 1,000 points for 3 games. Okay, 340 points total for a Goblin Shaman. Level 4, no extra things except for the Ruby Ring. That's it. Level 4, Ruby Ring. He's took over 1,020, or he's worth 1,020 points, but he took 1,400 points. He is definitely a mainstay of my army right now. Wow. All right, second place, the Savages. The Savage block took a shit ton of points, 2,452. Now, granted, they did take 2,400 points, which is a respectable number compared to everybody else. They're taking majority of points for most people, but their point value, I don't think equals up. I think they're like 900 and something points, like they say 960 points, and times that by 3 games, that's 2,800. So they're really not technically worth their points in gold, but they did pull in a good chunk of points. Now, number 1 spot, this is no-brainer. This is just the no-brainer. It goes to Zod. Zod took 4,363 points in 3 games. Every game he took over 1,000 points. Holy shit. Zod is a fucking machine. That is crazy. Wow. 4,000 points. Alright, anyways. That's enough about my army. Let's go over what everybody else has gotten in the tournament. We're at 36 minutes. I'm still doing good on my 50-minute point. Anyways, so we had plenty of awards. I got awards for pretty much every race and everything that everybody who showed. There was a typo on my Orcs and Goblins plaque. It said Ors and Goblins, which, if you guys watched Lord Tremendous's square table talk between me, him, and Blonde Beer, I made the best out of lemonade out of lemons, basically. So I made a best Whores and Goblins award, and I ended up taking that one home. So I guess I'll start off with that picture right there. It's me taking back the Whores and Goblins with my sticky note there on top of it. There was no other Orcs and Goblins player. I would have gladly gave it to somebody else. But I am so happy I went home with the plaque that says Whores and Goblins. Anyways, best Lizardman army goes to my buddy Len Zetkowski. Len actually was way down in points compared to Jeff. Jeff Durham. Jeff Durham was crushing every single game. Every single game. The last round, last game, Jeff was playing Jake motherfucking Murphy, and he had a very, very hard game, and Jake won and took a 15-5 victory, where Len had a game against a Tomb King player, which all of you may know as Nick Creep. And Len has a very skirmish-style army, and he just looked at me and he goes, dude, you gave me the worst matchup. I'm like, hey, man, that's the way the cards played. He was just like, this is horrible. He's going to shoot me all day with fucking straight 3 shots. He's like, I can't even hide. So I watched Len hide behind a building on like round 1 and 2. By the time I walked by him around turn 5, the table was cleared out, and Len pulled out a 20-0 victory. That was crazy. That was just insane. But speaking of which, we got our best Tomb King players, or excuse me, best Undying Dynasty players, and it went to Nick Creep. Nick got the best Undying Dynasties. Over here, this is Will. Will Pat. Will is a new player to the dojo. He plays Beast Herds, and he took home the best Beast Herds army. And then here is Mr. Joel. Now, Joel was a late entry, and at the time that I purchased the plaques, we did not have any OgreCon plaques, and then Joel signed up as an Ogre player. So he also got a sticky note that says the best OgreCon. Hey man, I'm ghetto. I know I'm ghetto. I have no fucking problem with this at all. This is what happens. This is what happens when you give me power. Anyways, now for our best sportsman, and not only our best sportsman, but our best Warriors of the Dark Gods army, It went to Mr. Tom Taylor from the UK, which is really impressive because any tournament, I've said this in numerous videos, any tournament that Jake motherfucking Murphy goes to, Jake always wins Best Sportsman. And I'm starting to count in the votes. I have all the votes for people who voted for Jake Murphy, and I'm like, all right, you got 2 points here, 2 points here, 2 points here, 1 point here, 1 point here. And then it got to, like, I think 7 points total for Jake Murphy. And then I started doing the guys who played Tom, and it was like 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, and Tom beat him by 1 point. He beat Jake Murphy by 1 point. Took home the Best Sportsman. That is awesome. I'm glad I met you, Tom. Tom, this was a fun weekend, and I really enjoy the fact that I got to meet you up in person. Already went over me. Okay. So we had the first ever ChiHammer Ambulance Award. The Ambulance Award is the equivalent of, say, the Wooden Spoon, or I don't know what else you would call it, but basically it went to the person who needs to buy himself a new set of dice, and it goes to Mr. Will Fergus. Sorry, Will. Had to put you on the spot there. All right, so now we got the big four. The big four. We're going to start off with best paint. Best paint, I ended up, like I said, it was a very it was really harsh. I obviously couldn't vote for my damn self because I'm the damn paint judge. So I excluded myself out of the army, even though my points were very competitive on the scale. So it went down to about 2 to 3 players. Mr. Greg Dawsey had a beautifully painted Warriors of the Dark God army. I'll let that ambulance pass by. That ambulance is for you, Mr. Fergus. That ambulance right there passing by is for your ambulance award. And not only that, but Fergus told me that he was going to put a plaque on, or he's going to put a toy ambulance on top of the plaque. Anyways, so it went down to Mr. Greg Dawsey, but Mr. Greg Dawsey had to leave, unfortunately, on day 2. It went to Mr. Luke Nickel. Mr. Luke Nickel had a wonderfully painted demon army that you just saw me play in this round, and he had a very nice theme and everything. But the winner of the whole shebang goes to Mr. Eric West. Eric West got one of the gauntlets for best painted army. He got also the best highborn elf player at the tournament, which congrats. Eric West hasn't played since probably like over 2 years ago, so this is his comeback game. We didn't even expect to see him there. He shows up. He had a blast. He got drunk with Mr. Murphy, and that's that. Speaking of Mr. Murphy, we got the Best Tactician Award. The Best Tactician goes to Mr. Jake motherfucking Murphy. Best Tactician is the person who got the best battle points that did not get the best overall. He also got the best Dread Elf player as well. So he cleaned house there. And I'm really proud of him. He's going to Spain as part of the Team USA group. So yeah, congrats, Mr. Jake Murphy. And finally, the person who took best overall and best demon player, it goes to Jeremy Gottschalk. Boom! Right there. Now, Jeremy got the other gauntlet, which is awesome, because Jeremy drove out from Ohio the day of, like literally a 5-hour drive. He woke up early as hell, drove all the way to Chicago. Got there, he played 5 games. In all 5 games, he crushed 4 of his opponents. He got 1 tie. He crushed 4 of his opponents, and he won. Like, he just dominated. He was playing a demon army with a corn theme or a wrath theme, and he crushed everybody. Every time I walk by the table, I just see people just like pulling bodies off. It was crazy. Not only did Jeremy pull in first place at the Gauntlet, he also pulled in the next week, the following week, first place at Battle Cry GT, which was in Maryland. So he went from Ohio to Chicago to Maryland and won 2 GTs. That is crazy. Wow, congrats, Jeremy. You kicked ass. Here's one of my favorite pictures. Bah! It's crushing my hand with the damn gauntlet. Oh man. Anyways, this was a hell of a tournament. I got it under 50 minutes, guys. 44 minutes. It's close enough. But anyways, it was a hell of a tournament. It's a great time that I got with the guys. I'm really glad that people showed up. I'm really glad that everybody got drunk at Burke's. It was so much fun. I'm looking forward to next year, the third annual Gauntlet. I'm thinking about how I'm going to change things, how things will be run a little bit differently, but I'm glad that everything has gone the way it's gone, and I want to continue doing these tournaments. Like I brought it up before, I said it in the video with Tremendous on the square table. I actually will probably link that video down below so you guys know what the hell I'm talking about. But I was really out. I mean, you guys saw it. You guys who watch my videos consistently have seen how my attitude towards Ninth Age has changed over the 1.2, 1.3 rules. But this tournament this weekend, the Gauntlet, really rejuvenated my love for the game, my passion for the game. And I'm really glad that it happened. I almost didn't do it. I almost didn't do the Gauntlet, except one person who was so excited to come all the way over here to play against us, which was Mr. Tom Taylor. And Tom is the reason why I'm still playing Ninth Age. Tom is the reason why I ran the Gauntlet. And the Gauntlet is the reason why I still have love for this game. I am still going to Salamanca, Spain. Team Mexico will be there, okay? Even though, for some fucking reason, for all you guys who watch this shit, I want you guys to know this. I cannot join the Warhammer UK forums. I cannot join it. They do not allow new people to subscribe onto their thing. So I can't tell you guys on the Warhammer UK forums, hey, listen, Team Mexico is going to be part of the Spain team, or the ETC in Spain. So I'm saying it now. I say it on my damn videos. I send a shit ton of messages to Arthane and Tiny and all these other people, and I try to send one to Kent, but Kent didn't. I think he's on vacation right now or something. I don't know what's going on. But anybody who's listening who knows somebody who has goddamn power, make sure that they know that Team Mexico will be there, because I don't want to show up there and they'd be like, "Wait, we don't have you on the list." I did find a couple Mexicans. We're getting everything. We're getting the ball rolling. We're gonna be there. We're gonna show and force. That being said, guys, if you guys would like to help show support and get ChiHammer to Spain, I'm gonna be starting a GoFundMe very soon. Well, I probably should start that extremely soon. But anyway. But you can always contact me and help donate anything. Anything helps. Anything helps me get to Spain. Because you got to understand, for ETC, especially for ETC coverage, it takes a lot of money for me to travel from Chicago to Spain and back. And not only that, I own a business here in Chicago. It's a very small business. It's not like a freaking, I don't know what you guys think it is. It's just a small place that I train people and work them out. But for me not being there means that I'm losing money. So I need help. Anyways, guys, I should shut up because it's at 47 minutes and I just want to stop before it gets to 50. Guys, I hope you enjoyed these videos. I enjoy making them. I have a couple new games coming out where I just change up the army entirely because I want to try out different things. And I got a bunch of UB games in recently as well to try out these lists. I'm going to get ready for Adepticon, so you're going to be seeing Road to Adepticon videos coming up. And I will see you in the next video. Alright, guys? Take care. Peace, and congrats, Jeremy. And by the way, guys, everybody congratulate Jeremy for having a baby. He just had a baby girl maybe a couple months ago. It was right after we got back from Greece, actually. But congratulate Mr. Jeremy Gottschalk. He has a baby. He has 2 freaking trophies and a fucking gauntlet and a shit ton of plaques, and he just cleaned house in a whole week. I'll see you, Jeremy. Congrats. Take care, guys. Peace. And I'll put the GoFundMe down below as well if I can, if I remember. All right, guys. Take care. Peace.